6 months in
Take
Bali.
some of that from you.
We'll do that. Yeah, everyone needs an impartation of joy.
Yeah.
So, we never realize how hard we are on ourselves. And even when I moved to Bali, part of it was there was a sense of mission, right? A sense of okay, it's not just a nice place to hang out in, but there was a sense of I feel God calling me there for a few reasons. I also want to run workshops there. I want to run retreats there. I want to set some things up there. I've got all these streams to help creatives and to gather creatives and run workshops and retreats that will help us to grow, right? And be better together. So there was a sense of mission. And, I was okay, I'm going to do all these things, right? 6 months in Bali. I have to do this, that. But then when I got there, I realized that actually I just need to learn to enjoy God, love God, love people, enjoy what I do, be myself. And as much as there were things that I was working hard on and I was having lots of meetings, I was trying to understand the land, I was figuring things out. But I realized that I just had to not be so hard on myself and just to enjoy the process and learn joy, relearn joy. So I would say the last year, I feel also having moved out beginning of the year and then living in Bali by myself, not staying at home, right? Just that whole process of just redoing things and relearning joy, as part of the process has been definitely one of the biggest things I think that's been redeemed for me. Yeah, because I remember when I think my attitude towards work has always been very full of strife, and I've always been I have to get this done, and I put so much pressure on myself and it ends up becoming performance mode. I mean, even when I started Purposepreneur, right, which is my podcast, which I have, and a number of other things that I want to build with Purposepreneur, I remember my parents looked at me one day and they were like, why are you so miserable and frustrated? It's my default mode is frustration. And now I just have to, I think, so I really am grateful for coaching, right? Going through my coaching training, receiving coaching, it helped me to sort of I think just have a lot of identity shifts and mindset shifts. And one of the biggest things was just giving up frustration for joy. One of my favorite writers, his name is Sheridan Voisey. He wrote and he posted something online. And he said that this year, 2023, I want to go at the speed of joy. So if you have any joy that you feel is lost in your work, in your life, in your family, it's a good time to slow down, take a pause. I'm putting my own words now, but the way I see it is to reassess, reflect, rebalance, right? Reset and reprioritize, simplify, cut out anything that's non-essential, and just learn to start again and ask for help. I think those are some really good, ways of approaching joy and how we can maybe start 2023 with joy. Yeah.
I love it.
When we're filming this, it's at the end of January. So this year-end reflection's coming in a little late, but hey, that's kind of the case, right? Come on, let's be honest. No one knocked out all their resolutions in the first week. And if they did, man, you're weird. So, this is a little bit of a late year-end reflection on last year and also how we want to frame things going into the new year for us. What do you think, Brandon? Do you want a little bit of joy this 2023?
I want a lot. I want everything. I want it all. I think it's good. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust here. I think you're talking also about another identity, because joy's got to come out of some kind of wellspring of life.
Yeah.
And despite things not working out, the joy must remain. That somehow I think Covey once said environmental determinism or something like that. Like whatever happens on the outside doesn't determine the internal modus operandi or your very sense of value of self.
Wow.
Like your value of self has to be high because also the viewpoint of your family and your friends and God and everything in your life has such a high value on you. So I think that also the inward journey is no matter what happens, I still carry that approval. I still carry that healthy sense of self with me. And that joy's got to come out of that wellspring that keeps on coming up no matter what happens. And that is a process that's going to take a bit of time for some of us that have lost it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, I think what you're saying is that joy is not determined by circumstances, but it's something that we can have within, regardless of what happens, right? And in fact, it is almost like a life principle as well as like an overarching kind of universal principle that suffering is not the antithesis to joy, because suffering can also be a path to joy, right? You know, some of the people who have gone through incredible suffering have been able to find joy in the midst of suffering.
Yeah.
So it's not polarizing concepts, you know, which is really crazy to me, right? Because obviously as humans, we want to avoid suffering, but can we find joy amidst suffering, amidst the uncertainty, amidst all that is not going how we expected? I mean, oh my gosh, I can count at least 5 things that have not gone the way I expected in this past January. So what would it look like to choose joy and to enter this new season 2023 and beyond with joy, regardless of what happens, regardless of what result we get, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what you hope happens or doesn't happen? Yeah, can we choose joy in uncertainty?